poetry and the videos in this book. So massive round of applause for Ernie Burns!
I just lost. This is a poem about that. It's called The Hipster Revolution. In new old streets, beneath the recently applied thin vinyl veneers, hides a socialist worker poster mustering opposition to the student loans proposals, May Day 1990. An encouragement to action now covered in a processed oiled slick. This can be done to people as well as ideas. They can both be disappeared clearly. Were you not looking? So this is the less bloody coup. Still, the drains have some red in them. What's left after the status dogs have licked up or isn't a very fine vintage of claret. This hub they want is a playground for next-gen degenerates who like to bend the world around the weight of their irrepressible ideas, their brands and labels of exploitation, exploiting every situation at every opportunity, or nearly. The poet, Tim Wells, says they are tossers. Yeah. I think he means they toss their money while holding on to their middle-class values, their need for a homogeneity they call creativity, deluded fairy stories in which there are still kings. That is why it's called gentrification. It's all about possession being a form of oppression, as always. Yes, they will rename our maps, tear down one statue, erect another, call it proper art when it's merely artful. Another crass redress to avoid building barricades and justifying their very existence. Thank you. I'll do just one, or maybe another one that's funny at the end. But this one is called Poetry is for Suckers. Yeah. This deadpan where the mortal fry leaves a metallic tang in the ambiance certainement. This word turns ugly as is wont, privilege and prerogative. It rarely discusses its motives, it just emotes remotely, moodily, not interested in motives. They will place the sacrifice of truth before brutes and haughty egotists, blinded by existence resistance. Spankers and detractors smile patently coquettish teases and breeze through while we grin backwardly, inhale broken promise, a delight like the Turkish. Thank you. It's my final one. It's about the day I went to the V&A and saw Dave. He was standing there in all his glory, and this is what it's about. The day I met Dave at the V&A. He stands there looking pensive, even tense, like he had lost a tenner, but only found 5 pence. Hey, I shouted up to him, it's not such a disaster, but he didn't answer back, because he's only made of plaster. As an example of Renaissance culture, he stands very tall, and it's a widely held conceit that his genitals are small. But that's at least 8 inches, and that's not small at all. So, Dave, remember, it may never happen. And if they talk behind your back, well, you're big enough to slap them. Thank you very much, I'm Ernie Burns.